Hey, what's up you guys? In this video, we're gonna go and talk about business credit cards for new businesses, how to get started, where to get them, what's the application process like. Let's go ahead and dig right into it. What's going on, guys? My name is Sam Kwok, one of the Kwok brothers here, and we have a special guest and an expert in business credit, Mr. Melvin Johnson from Maj Capital. And no, this is not Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker, so not Rush Hour 5 here. But anyway, we're gonna go and talk about how to get business credit cards for new businesses. What's the process like? What's the best optimal way to getting the best card possible? But before we do, go and click like on this video because it does help us a lot with our YouTube algorithm. The more likes we have, the more views we can get, which means we can help a lot more business owners get the business credit cards they need. So, Melvin, you are a business credit expert. Go and tell us how you became an expert in this. I know you're also a real estate investor, is that right?
Yes, sir. I got started in real estate just a little over a year ago.
Okay.
So with that, I was trained by Daniel and Sam. They helped me to learn the ropes of how to raise capital, which I was successful at, I would say. But there was also an avenue that I wanted to travel down to raise capital via credit. So that helped me to find individuals and find methods that would work for individuals that were credit worthy, so to say.
That's phenomenal. I mean, we're proud of Melvin because, he went from a young grasshopper to now, he like trains other grasshoppers, right? So let's go and talk about, let's set the context because we're going to get to the point and, you guys probably want to stick around because we're going to go and talk about how to get business credit cards without any personal guarantee. Without using your personal credit. We're also going to give you guys a little gift at the end, so make it to the end of the video. We'll get you guys a gift on how to get business credit cards for new businesses. So let's go and talk about what is the difference between personal credit cards and business credit cards. Yeah,
great question. Yeah. Personal is associated with the Social Security.
Right, Social Security number, yep.
So anything you do, any activity, payment history, whatever, that is directly linked to your personal, which is a consumer report, TransUnion, Equifax, Experian, which is helpful as well, right? Something that we need to build. Business, however, is directly linked to the business. No matter how old it is, whether it's a young business or an old business, no matter how big the company is, whether it's a small business or a large business. Companies such as Walmart, Pepsi, they have these things associated with their companies, lines of credit, and they utilize these every day.
For sure. So I've actually taken advice from Melvin on a lot of the business credit related things. In fact, just kind of give you guys an end result or what you can expect. What I was able to accomplish through Melvin was I was able to get an American Express Platinum card. I mean, it's real nice. I'll just leave it there. Got a Platinum business card without ever having to touch my personal guarantee. It was a very smooth process. So tell us, Melvin, what is the right way to getting to having business credit cards for new businesses that also involve not using your personal guarantee?
Yep, so not using, if that's something that an individual is bent on, there is an option that I oftentimes, instruct or sort of encourage that they take, which is the organic route. Right? That's individuals who are looking to build great business credit, but do it organically without using a personal guarantee. So they are the individuals who have time, the patience, which is the most valued treasure in all of this. Having the patience to establish an LLC, the EIN, your Dun & Bradstreet number, which is a score that is generated to help lenders from the business standpoint to know whether or not you are credible or a high risk or a low risk. That's what that is. So with that, developing the right net 30 accounts. If you don't know what a net 30 is, it's an account where if I was, let's say, to purchase this nice jacket that Sam has on, what I would do is I would purchase that jacket on a net 30 term. So I would purchase it on credit, and then I would have 30 days to repay that. So it functions similarly like a credit card. You just don't get a tangible piece of plastic that'll actually be associated with the company.
And you have to pay it back within 30 days.
You have to pay it back within 30 days in full, right? You
Right.
have to pay that back within 30 days. However, this allows you to generate business credit, very early on. So we recommend places like Uline. They do a lot of office supplies. Quill.
Yeah.
They are pretty much well-rounded.
Yeah. One more place I want to actually mention is if you look down in the link description below, which, by the way, you should always check because we leave a lot of goodies there. Lots of free stuff you guys can download. But if you check out the link description down below, we have a company that we're working with. They sell business office supplies, and they do offer a Net 30 account. So you go and sign up with these guys. They will report your Net 30 and payments to Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, and Equifax, which obviously increases the chance for you to move on to the next step. Which what is the next step, Melvin?
Yep. So the next step after having all of these accounts established, I started this track around 7 months ago. In March. So 8 months ago, roughly. And what I was doing is I was establishing these Net 30 accounts. So I started with those 3 accounts, and then I moved on to Amazon. I had a no personal guaranteed line of credit with Amazon for $5,000. I actually got a $7,500 credit with Verizon. I moved on to Sam's Club, and all of those were no personal guarantor. So I didn't have to sign my name, or my Social Security isn't associated with these accounts. They're strictly business. So I have about total now around $70,000 worth of business credit that has no personal guarantor.
Yeah, and not to mention that Melvin was also able to go from 0 to 2.5 million in terms of business line of credit. If you missed that video, we'll go ahead and put it right there. It'll pop up, and definitely go watch that because that is a little bit of a different track.
So that's real estate. That's
right. It's more real estate.
So this is more so all well-rounded in terms of Visa. Places. Gives you that spending power in store. The line of credit that we talked about in the other video, which is amazing, also is real estate related. If individuals are looking to sort of scale their business, they can go there.
Yeah. So we're jazzed about the whole no personal guarantee, mainly because I hope this never happens to any of you guys watching, but for some odd reason, if you need to file bankruptcy on your corporation or LLC, you're not going to be personally held liable. Now, of course, it's the right thing to do, pay your debt and pay your bills, and those are really important. But let's face it.
Things happen.
Right, reality happens, and you get kicked to the corner, and you might have to fight your way out. And part of why we're so big on the no personal guarantee is for that reason. It gives you that layer of safety net in case you need to start over.
Yep, in case you need to start over. And there's no limit on how many companies you can start this strategy out with. You can have one corporation or LLC, or you can have 10. Yeah. And if that's something that you were able to do, then I would suggest doing them, or possibly doing both tracks where you are maybe personally guaranteed for an accelerated financing for your company, but then removing the personal guarantor after you've had a length of time where there has been positive payment history and sort of responsibility shown on that part, and then you can go and remove the personal guarantee, maybe apply for a credit card that is only on the business with the same lender, and then you can do that as well. So
yeah, absolutely. So let's connect the dot. Now, before we give you guys the free gift, we're going to go to the climax of this video, which is how do we go from Net 30 account to all the way to having business credit cards? And I'm not talking about store cards necessarily, but how do we go from that to American Express, right? Platinum card, which is my favorite so far. How do we go to Visa, the MasterCards, right? Where's that transition? How is that transition?
So that transition, if you were to take that organic track, I would say that could occur in maybe between the 4 to 6 month mark.
Really?
Right? Yes, absolutely. Depending on how much you spend on those Net 30s and how many accounts you develop, then that could happen as soon as 4 to 6 months that you can obtain those, no PGs, $10,000, $15,000 cards on the business, and then start to grow and develop a relationship with those, those vendors that way. So that's as soon as 4 to 6 months, but you have to, do the steps leading up to that. So have you set up your LLC, your S Corp, LLP, whatever it is that you decide to set up? Is that set up properly? Do you have a business address linked to that? And if you don't, you can do things such as a virtual address. Sam, turned me on to that idea a few months ago in terms of the virtual address stuff that you can do. Do you have a website that is set up to your business? Because when lenders go, if I was lending you money, I would want to see that you have the company, outside of the mouth that it's coming out of. Right. Does that company truly exist? So what kind of industry are you in? So having those things checked out, most individuals don't realize how much money they're leaving on the table or what options are available to them you know, down the line, if they had, you know, 4 to 6 months to, and right now, you know, heading into the winter, that's like the perfect time, you know, because things are slower. It's easier to sort of say, you know, I need, you know, tissue or, you know, things to sort of buy on these net 30 accounts that help to build that payment history that's needed, and then acquire those accounts that you need in order for one of those Visa or MasterCard lenders to want to lend.
And just to reiterate, the whole process doesn't take years. It takes a matter of months, right? If it's done correctly, right, wisely, and you got to have patience, right? You know, you can't just expect to have credit cards show up in your door the next day. So just to kind of wrap this up, I want to give you guys that free gift right now, and I want you guys have stuck around. So this free gift is something that Melvin and I put together. More so, Melvin, did most of the work. So we put together a free business builder checklist where it's a 20-page long document. It's going to give you step-by-step, move by move, play by play, exactly what you need to do on that organic track, right? On how to build your net 30 accounts for your business, and then ultimately transitioning into getting these Visa and MasterCards that are rather in high limit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so go and download that. It's going to be below. Go check out the link description.
Please do.
Yeah, and we'll have this link right here below, biggerbusinesscredit.com, biggerbusinesscredit.com. Free checklist. We're not going to charge you anything for this. 20 pages. Go and download that. We have other information as well. So yeah, I mean, this is a great way to get your business credit card in order organically. You don't have to use your personal credit. Sort of divides, separates, right, builds a wall between your personal credit and your business credit.
Absolutely.
So this is great for if you have, bad credit, or your credit score is like 400, right?
It doesn't matter. That's the great thing.
That's the beautiful thing.
Your personal credit does not matter. It does not, deter the amount of time that it will take. It literally, this blueprint helps you go from point A to point Z in as little as 4 to 6 months in terms of establishing high limit credit cards that have no personal guarantor. And helping you to sustain your business on the business side of it. So
yeah, absolutely. So you guys heard it, and once again, go and download the free business builder checklist. And as always, go and click like on this video. It helps a lot with our YouTube algorithm. You guys have no idea in terms of our exposure, this video to as many people as possible. And if you felt like, hey, this was great stuff, go ahead and click and subscribe to our YouTube channel and give us a hand and lend us a help. The more we have subscribers, we can get Melvin back in this for another video series to cover more on business credit and credit in general. So guys, appreciate you guys watching this. Love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video.